Hey guys, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides here. Let me check the lens, make sure it's clean. We're just bouncing around a little bit. I'm on the side streets, kind of in Northeast DC. I am calling it quits for the night. So just so you know, this is my wrap-up video for Wednesday, the 25th of October. It's obviously Thursday morning. It's only about 1 a.m. and the reason why I'm quitting early is there's nothing going on in the city. It's just been dead. It's been pulling teeth all night to get rides. I have a good amount of rides. I've got 20-something rides. They've all been short. They've all been X or pool. I only have $150 in for 21 rides, which is horrible average. And I'm at the point where I can do one of two things. So I can drive all the way back down to downtown from where I am, because I'm almost in like Hyattsville. That's how far out I am. For some scraps, because the bar scene, U Street, everything was pretty quiet. I can leave my app on and head home, which is what I plan on doing, and maybe pick up one or two more rides along the way. And get home at a decent hour and get a good night's sleep so that when I come out tomorrow, I've got some energy. If I learned anything from last week, it's that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday don't really matter. What I did last week, just between Friday, Saturday, Sunday, proves that, the weekend really is where the action is. I did not do a wrap-up video last night, actually, for my Tuesday night because I quit early. Kind of the same thing. It was dead in the city. I felt like I was just pulling teeth to get rides, and it wasn't worth it for me to kill myself and exhaust myself for nothing. So I ended up pulling a half day and going home early, and I'm glad I did. It worked out really, really well because I forgot I had a meeting at my son's school this morning. So, karma worked out really well. But I'm somewhere for the week in the 200 range, like low 200s. I'm fine with that. If I can do another 150 tomorrow night, put me somewhere close to 300, 400. I know Friday, Saturday, Sunday will work itself out. I know they will. I don't know what my quest goal is for the weekend yet. It's too early. I'm nowhere near this 70 trip quest that they gave me. This Monday through Thursday quests that they give me are just brutal. They know I'm a full-timer. They know I drive a lot of hours. And so they're giving me very aggressive quests, very ambitious numbers. Not like 30 trips for $50 or anything like that. That's fairly manageable. 70 trips is tough. I mean, you got to drive 3.5 days. And you guys know I take Mondays off. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are slower days. They're not Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm okay. I'm okay letting that slide. I know my quest for the weekend is probably going to be somewhere in the range of $150. Not for sure. This is me guessing. But usually the payouts between the Monday through Thursday and the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they usually add up to around $200 to $250. So we will see, but that's what I'm suspecting is going to be the number. And I won't know till tomorrow night, late when they text me and tell me. So, that's kind of how my night wrapped up. Nothing really exciting. I have looked at my pool rides. I've looked at the couple cancellations that I did. Nothing looks like it changed. So either that means, they didn't meet the criteria for the new pickup fees, or they just haven't rolled it out to DC yet, which is certainly possible. So, just kind of, we'll have to just wait and see. I did Uber Eats tonight. I did a couple of them. I was kind of like in let's be desperate mode. Let's just turn everything on and see if that helps. And got a couple trips. One was $8, one was a little more than that. I'm okay with that. I'm at a point where if I'm not going to make my quest Monday through Thursday, then Uber Eats becomes an option again. It's a time constraint, but they added a new feature that tells you when the food is prepared. So I guess so you can like sit in your car and wait, or you don't have to kill yourself racing over there to find out that you got to stand in the restaurant for 10 minutes. So And, any information they give us is better because it makes us able to make better decisions. So especially when you're driving in the city, you might be double parked, or you might be, illegally parked trying to get into a restaurant and get that food, rather than sit your car somewhere where it's going to get, attention, while you're tapping your toe in a restaurant. You can just drive the block or find somewhere to kind of wait until the food is ready. So I like that little feature. It must be something they rolled out recently because I never saw it before. Other than that, that's really all I've got to talk about, guys. It's a short video tonight. I don't really have anything else to say, I'm frustrated in a sense that I think I'm frustrated in the same sense that a lot of us are with ride sharing right now, in that we want it to be successful. We have a business plan, we have strategies, we have goals, we have areas we like to work, but there's things that are out of our control. And this is very reminiscent of when I worked in retail. I was in retail for a long time, and you can control so much. You can control, your product, your employees, etc. But you can't control how many customers walk in the door when you have a retail establishment. And for us, it's kind of similar. You can't control how many people are going to request rides. Sorry, that was a motorcycle flying by me. I'm on 295 North. You can't. And on a quiet Wednesday night, I was not back to back, I'll be honest, guys. And that's my preferred status, is to just go back to back rides with no breaks in between. I had 2 snacks tonight. I had 2 pee breaks. I sat and read an article on my phone for like 10 minutes. I mean, it was a little bit slow. There were some quiet moments there. And I tried a couple of my different hunting grounds. I mean, obviously, U Street in the evening time. I was over by American University. I was over by Howard. I was downtown during rush hour. And I'm telling you what, as much as I like getting to DC early, rush hour is a waste of money. Rush hour, even with this little $3 extra bonus per trip they give you between 5 and 7, it's frustrating, because you can spend 20 minutes to go 3 miles and you're still making the same $4, $4.50, $5 to go 3 miles, that you make, when you do that trip late at night and it takes you 5 minutes. So that may be something that I rattle around in my head for a little while, because, while it's beneficial for me to get down to the city, and there's been plenty of nights where my getting down at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon is fruitful, I don't necessarily think it's fruitful to be downtown. I might stay around like Northeast, Silver Spring, Hyattsville, College Park. I might sort of stay on the outskirts, during rush hour, because I feel like maybe I'll get a little bit more reliability and shorter trips. It's a possibility. So, that's something I want to consider. Southeast is supposedly very productive. I have not really driven a whole lot down there, except for when I got pulled in that direction. But people say that that's a lot of short back and forth trips too. So that might be a good place to farm for Quest rides. So, I've got some exploring to do. I'm by no means, an expert yet, guys, in DC. I'm not an expert in, ride sharing strategy. I have strategies that I know I like, but over the past 5 months, May to October, it's evolved several times. So I'm always trying new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So, that's kind of my advice to you guys tonight, is just always be trying new things, always be experimenting, listening, asking people questions. I am always asking questions of the people that I talk to that I consider to be, senior to me in experience. And that's how you get better. That's how you get better, is you don't get to the point where your ego says, I know everything. Because I certainly don't, guys. I'm always looking for new tricks. So, but this Quest thing, guys, it's deceptively tricky in that, they're basing Quests off of your driving abilities. We don't all get the same Quest. Some of us, what I would consider to be full-timers, the people that drive a lot, we get these lofty goals like 70 trips. They're not easy. They're not easy. The Friday, Saturday, Sunday one is average. I'm not going to say easy. Average. It's doable to get 25 trips a day on Friday and Saturday. Sundays are tricky. This Sunday when I did 19, that was a miracle. That was me really just busting my butt. But Monday through Thursday, guys, I have not found a sweet spot. Monday through Thursday still frustrate me. So until I learn the new fall pattern, because I feel like fall's changed things. The weather pattern, the tourism pattern, the nightlife pattern has changed. Until I dial that in, I'm still going to continue to be frustrated with my Monday through Thursday days. So, it's experimentation. And people are always giving me advice, guys. They're always telling me, hey, try doing this, try doing that. I'm not... What I don't want to have happen, and I'll talk about this for a second, is I don't want to have my body clock shift all the time. I did that when I was in retail, and it's very, very hard on your body, and it's also hard on my family. When some days I'm driving early, some days you're driving late. That was reminiscent of the kind of crazy shifts I worked in retail. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to fall back into that trap. I've got a groove right now where my body knows what to do at what time. It knows to go to sleep at a certain time. It knows to be awake at a certain time. That circadian rhythm thing. And if I start driving mornings some days, nights some days, my sleep cycle is going to get all blown up, and that may be a problem. So I don't want to dive into that switching hours up thing if I don't have to. But I'm not sure yet. This is always me questioning myself, me questioning strategy. And it's healthy. It's not a doubtful questioning. It's a what if. What if I tried this? What if I tried that? Not a, oh my God, I'm a failure. Because I know at the end of the week I'm going to make my number. I know it. I'm confident in that ability. What I don't want to have to do is I don't want to have to go balls to the walls for 3 days to make up a whole lot of ground. I'd like to make it evenly over the 5 or so days that I drive. Wishful thinking. So, just me venting with you guys tonight. I have heard a lot of scuttlebutt about the new changes, but I haven't seen them myself yet, guys, so I don't think they're live. 2 little things I will say real quick. Pool rides, you cannot change the destination. So if your customer screws up and puts the wrong address in on a pool ride, their only option is either to go to that place or to get out. But you can't take them somewhere that's not in the pool system, because you screw yourself if you do that. And then they rolled out multiple destinations. So customers can now put in multiple stops in the app, and we don't have to go to the whole just change the address thing. So I've been seeing that more and more frequently the past couple weeks. I just forgot to mention it the other day when I had one. Tonight I had a couple where they made me do 2 or 3 stops, and it's really super convenient because you just you confirm arrival or whatever it is, confirm stop, and then it just automatically loads and routes your next trip or your next plot point. So really, really nice. And then lastly, this I do want to mention, and I'm glad I remembered. Waze has been making some screw ups lately, guys. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something to do with Google buying them. I don't know if it's something to do with their software package, but Waze's addresses, their destination points, have been screwed up. So cross-reference the Uber app and Waze when you're dropping somebody off. Because I've had Waze taking me to the backs of hotels, the backs of buildings, just some, not even the right street sometimes, like around the corner from the address. So just be mindful of that. I always kind of flip back to the Uber app when I'm close, like one turn away, and I don't have to think anymore. I know I got to make that left turn and then I'm there. That's when I usually will turn it off and go back to Uber, because the Uber app seems to be a little bit more reliable. It's the screen that they put their GPS pin in, so obviously it's somewhat accurate. And that's it, guys. That's it for tonight. It's not really an informationally filled video. It's me rambling a little bit. But I appreciate all you guys hanging with me, and I appreciate everybody that's sending me messages and comments and questions. The dialogue is really kind of picking up, and I appreciate that from all of you. So, please, I've put my cell phone out there bunches of times. Somebody asked for my email the other day. That's fine. Shoot me an email, send me a text, whatever you want to do to pick my brain, or let me know if you've got an idea that you think is good, and I can try it. I mean, heck, I'll take some of your ideas if you got ideas that are working. But thank you guys for everything. I really do appreciate that. Somebody mentioned me making like an FAQ, frequently asked questions type of system. I'm not a web designer. I suck at that. So I'm not at that stage yet where I can do that. I have the BaltimoreRides.com web address, but I don't have the skill set to really make a website yet, or to maintain it. So, that's why I'm kind of sticking with YouTube for the time being. But I think of maybe like a frequently asked questions or tutorial video is something I would like to visit at some point. And I've got to sit down and just kind of make some pencil notes of, what things I would really want to cover. And then I can do that. And I think, excuse me, I think part of that also would be, when I get my dash cam, incorporating some video of actual stuff. Now that I know how to do screenshot videos, I can screenshot the app while it's running. Having maybe a dash cam video that can kind of show some of the dialogue with customers, my process there, would be able to give me some, the ability. Now that I have the ability, I have some of the tools I need to do those tutorial videos. I just really need to think about what the subject matter should be and what things I need to cover and in what order, for somebody that's new, starting out. So, lots of things kind of on my plate. I always have a list of things to do, guys, in my head, or notes in my phone, of things I need to work on, things I need to get better at, things I need to eventually do. And the beautiful thing about it is, if you guys are structured like I am, that list never is empty. You may cross something off and actually accomplish one of those things on the list, but you always add 2 more things. So it should always be a revolving list that never really gets to the end. You're just adding new things as you check things off. And that's how you keep your mind busy. That's how you keep yourself focused when you have downtime. So that's all I've got for tonight, guys. I am going to let you guys go. Have a great night, everybody, and I will be back on the road tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.